Percent? Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness. It's so funny that the Otsutsuki is like people's everywhere you go, like the main criticism of the Otsutsuki is that they have the same goals. They're literally just a carbon copy of keyword carbon copy of the prior villain. I wonder why. Hmm,
They really
interesting.
don't though. Like
Interesting.
that's a dumb thing. That's like saying every ninja's goal is to become a stronger ninja. That's like saying every Dragon Ball character's
No,
goal
I
is
mean
to
the
get stronger. every
no, I
every
mean the
Avatar: The
end
Last
goal. I
Airbender's
think
goal is to be a bending master. It's about
not necessarily. It's a
why.
bit different. Like the overall the end goal
How.
itself, which is like Ishiki's goal was to cultivate the god tree. Momoshiki's goal was to cultivate the god tree. Uroshiki's goal was to cultivate the god tree. Um, Kaguya's goal was to cultivate the god tree. So it's like the end goal is what they're referring to, not necessarily like the in betweens that happen. Of course, there's gonna be differences there.
Okay, in an Avatar: The Last Airbender, Aang's goal is to take down Sozin. Or is it Ozai? It's Ozai. Yeah, it's Ozai. Sokka's goal is
Ozai,
to
yeah.
take down Ozai. Katara's goal is to take down
Cap.
Ozai. Toph's goal is to
No,
take
no,
down
that's
Ozai.
no, that's different. Those are all happening at the same time. So like even in Naruto's case, yeah, the
That's
entire
the whole
Shinobi's
series.
alliance, their goal was to take down Madara.
Yeah, that's
Like
100,000 people
Boruto's
with the same
goal,
goal right
Kawaki's
there. It's
goal.
the worst writing I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
yeah. No, but that's a common enemy. So it's like when you rethread a story. It's like someone doing like a fucking the what's it called again? The dinosaur movie.
Uh,
I don't remember
the
what it's
good
called.
dinosaur? The one where they all
No,
die, I
the
mean?
popular shit.
Jurassic
No, the
Park?
popular Jurassic Park. Like it's the same repeated storyline, right? Go to park, get eaten by giant dinosaur, escape park.
I think that's more of the
No,
premise than a goal, but
no,
yeah.
it, well, the goal is to escape once they're there, right?
Well, not
Escape with their
necessarily. Like
life.
Jurassic Park 2 is about stopping the T-Rex. Jurassic Park 3 was about escaping again, but everything beyond that isn't about escaping. It's about other different random specific various goals in the movie's Jurassic World. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got two
Mm,
movies where it's about escaping specifically.
yeah.
And I think like seven. But okay, if you want to say it's a common enemy, then I think they share a common goal. So I think it's the same argument. It's like deflecting
Yeah,
almost.
but
It's not a
but if you're repeating
critique.
the same goal over like 3 generations, like you're gonna get tired of it,
But
right?
it's not repeating the same goal. It's sharing one goal.
Yeah, so you're repeating the same goal. It's the same thing. There's no like we're mincing words here, you
Okay,
know.
then Avatar: The Last Airbender
Like
season 2 and 3 are awful for repeating the same goal of taking down Ozai.
no, they had different goals. No, they have different. No, that's cap.
Exactly. This is what I'm
Because
getting
that's
at.
one.
The Ootsutsuki have different goals
No, no, no,
too.
no. Those are the no. That's the difference, though. That's one continuous storyline. That's why you have food screenwriter. You have different arcs, right, and different plot lines. Season 1, 2, and 3, of Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's one plot line. There's no that's one goal. The goal wasn't resolved and then they try to resolve the goal again. No, it's the same goal extended with different things happening in between. So no, that's not analogous, okay? Now, then you have Korra. Korra, you have season 1, she's fighting someone else. The goal is to stop this. Season 2 is to stop the convergence. Season 3 is to stop Amon from doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. And season 4 is to stop Diet Coca Mustache Man in Kuvera, right? So those are different goals across different seasons, right? Those are not analogous. Now, if you have in 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 the prophecy arc, the Otsutsuki wants to feed this person to the god tree and get the trunk fruit. Cool, we resolve that, we stop the Suzuki. Then you have the next arc, you have another Suzuki who wants to feed this person to the god tree and consume the chocolate fruit. That's repeating the plot line in a different arc. And then you stop that Suzuki, then the next arc, and next Suzuki comes and wants to do the same exact thing,
But
right?
that's a
Those are
little bit
different
disingenuous
things.
to do that for the villains, but not for the good guys. You're just randomly broadening the goal to make it sound like the same thing. Because you can do it for the good guys. The Korra's goal in
Hmm.
all four seasons is to stop the bad guy. That's the same
No,
goal
but
made
that's
as
an
broadly
no,
as
no, no, no.
general as possible.
no, that's you making like broadly in general. Because if I was to make it like, even broader for the villains, I'll just say like, oh, and the villain's goal is just to be evil. So every villain that's evil is just a carbon copy of the prior villain. Like that's that's what you just did, right? But when you get to the core of what they are trying to do, which is again, feed the person to the god tree, those are specific goals, not overarching like themes of
No, those are
heroes
end
doing good.
goals.
And
The specific goals are still different. They're unique and specific.
no, the end goal is a specific goal.
Momoshiki's
The end
goal
goal
in his
is the goal.
Momoshiki's goal in his arc was to capture the fox. That's not Ishiki's goal. And
No,
Ishiki's goal isn't to
no, that's
feed to
not
the
his.
god tree, it's to get Kawaki's karma, etc.,
No,
etc.
that's different though.
Kinshiki's goal is to
No,
protect
Momoshiki's
Momoshiki.
goal. No, but remember, we're coming from Kage. So Kaguya's goal was once to feed to the god tree. So we're referring to the
I don't even think
specific.
it
No,
is. Kaguya's goal is to build her army to protect her sons from the Ootsutsuki threat.
no, that's the evolve that happened afterwards. So yeah, something changed afterwards. We're talking about the plot line being reused, right? So it doesn't have to be that it ended there, but it has to be that the plot line is being reused multiple times.
But then that's
So
not the
Kaguya did
story.
initially
That's
feed.
almost like the prologue or even happening off screen.
No, well,
I'm gonna
well, actually, what you're
backflash.
referring to is the
Backflash?
sequel.
Wait, what?
No, well, it depends
With
on
the
your
story as
perspective
it
on
is.
history, but it's sequel. But then, Momoshiki, of course, evolved. He wanted to feed Kawaki to the Ten-Tails to cultivate the god tree to gain a chakra fruit. Ishiki wanted to do the same thing. Shibai did the same thing. You hear me? No, no, oh, no, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, Oodie. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if they keep doing the same thing and regurgitating the same thing, people are gonna get tired of it. I'm just saying what reality is.
But then
Whether or
again,
not you disagree or agree with it,
why are you applying this only to the Otsutsuki instead of everyone? Because you can apply it to the heroes, you can apply it to everyone as well. Everyone started with basic survival instincts. Everyone's original goal was to survive. Then, as they developed,
because that's
they
too
get new
broad.
goals. Exactly. But
Because
saying it for the Otsutsuki is
that's too
also too
broad.
broad.
But no,
They
no,
might start
them
that
doing
way, but
specific
we
tasks
where we
is
see them in the story isn't even at
not
their
broad.
start.
No, that's all we know though. Like we're going off what we know. Like I can't like create something that wasn't like put forward. That's what we know. Now, if we get the Otsutsuki arc later on and we get like additional context, then yeah, I'll update my viewpoint. But that's all we know at this point.
That's not all we know though,
That's
because we
their
know
goal.
the Otsutsuki's developed goal.
No, well, more so adjust based on circumstances. But the overarching goal for each of them, by the way, this is literally stated by Amado that that's what they do. That's just what they do.
Yeah,
That's
assuming he's a
their
reliable
purpose,
narrator, which we're
right?
talking about Amado here.
Bruh. I mean, I'm just going off what's relayed to us. Now, if this changes, I'll update my viewpoint. I'm just going off what's told to us, right? That's what they said the goal of the Otsutsuki is. I don't see any point to contradict this, contradict that
But
viewpoint.
humans have the same
That's just
thing. Like, Naruto's goal to become Hokage or whatever doesn't contradict his goal of surviving that he always comes back to at the end. It's not adjusting his
yeah, but
goal, it's
that's
just
not
adding on
repeated
top of
though.
it.
No, no, but guess what? The thing with Naruto is that was repeated once. Now, if Boruto wanted to become the Akage, you'd get I can 100% guarantee that you'd get criticism saying that Boruto is just copying Naruto,
Well, people already say
right?
that, but I'm not talking
That
about
there's
the
no
Hokage, I'm
it's
talking
just
about the goal
exactly.
of survival. I'm using Naruto as an example.
No, but no, that's
Use
what I'm
any
saying.
character.
That's what I'm saying, that the goal of surviving is too broad because that's the goal of every species. So
But
when you're
that's
talking
all
about
we
specific
know. So why
goals,
are we saying the
Naruto's
same with
specific goals,
Otsutsuki?
no, but
It's too
that's not
broad.
all we know though, because no, that's why I'm saying that we're not going to use that. Because if we're going to use
Perfect!
those broad goals
Okay!
as saying like, oh, we're going to survive, no, that's shared in common with the Otsutsuki and humans. So we can't use that as a differentiating factor. The
Okay,
differentiating factor is
then humans
Naruto's
also
goal,
want
which
to
is
be
becoming
happy.
Hokage,
Humans' goal is
and the
also to be
Otsutsuki's
happy.
goal of feeding someone to the god tree and consuming a chakra fruit. Those are the specific goals, not surviving. That's way too broad.
Then being happy. Is that too broad as
We
well?
don't know if the Otsutsuki's want to be happy.
Okay, their goals. Why do they achieve their goals? To bring themselves happiness. It's not to bring them misery. because they want to
That's cap.
achieve their goals.
It could no. That's just assume because it could just be a means to an end.
Then why are they motivated to achieve their goals? They would prefer to achieve their goals than to not.
A means to an end.
They prefer to achieve their goals.
If I do something that doesn't, but that doesn't instill that doesn't necessarily mean that it instills happiness.
Okay, then forget the happiness thing. Humans also prefer to achieve their goals. Is that too broad?
Yeah, that's true. Yes, that's way too broad. Yes.
Okay, humans.
The fact that you're asking me means that you know that it's way too broad.
Humans eat. Ootsutskis eat. That is a goal, a desire they share in common. Is that too broad?
Exactly. Yes. Way too broad. Yes.
Okay. Humans like reproducing.
People need to consume for sustenance.
Humanity's goal on an instinctual level is to reproduce. In fact, I think there's a scientific thing out there that say actually food, water, that's not actually a need. The only singular need is the need of reproduction. Yeah, take that with a grain of salt. I can't confirm that, but that's what I heard a scientific person say. It's the only thing.
But in this case, it wouldn't be broad because we have no idea if the Ootsutsuki's intend to reproduce. Now, Kaguya
the point is
that could be like, yeah. So that's not really like, I don't see that getting us anywhere in the argument overall.
That's getting a little bit too specific.
That could just be a goal of humans and not be a goal of Yeah.
Because it's not about the reproduction itself, it's about the continuation of the species. The Ootsutskis seem to care about longevity. Look at Momoshiki and Kinshiki eating the chakra pills. Slows the aging or whatever.
But they're doing it for themselves.
Humanity does it for themselves too.
It's prolonging their lives. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's different in the sense that one's reproducing to create new life to then pass down whatever to, and one's just prolonging their own life. Both involve prolonging life, but they involve prolonging the life of different people. So the context is different.
But we're not looking at the people, we're looking at the overall whole, holistically, the species. In both cases, they're doing the same thing.
I think it depends, because you have there's a difference between self-preservation and preservation of a species. Now, I'm not sure. I need to get more information on the motivations of the Ootsutsuki, if they actually care about the species, or if they're really like I don't know if they're like they care more about the individual. I'm not sure. They do travel in pairs, so maybe that's not the case. I don't know. There's contradictory evidence about whether there's even an Ootsutsuki clan that still exists. I have no idea. But I get your point that you're trying to.
I don't think the clan's a blood thing. I think a clan is like the Akatsuki.
Nah, it's definitely a blood thing. They look alike.
Well, no, in fact, I think about it like this, though. What if because, as you know, whenever you eat a chakra fruit or whatever, you gain Ootsutsuki-like features. What if all the Ootsutskis originally looked vastly different, and as you evolve, you, I guess, drop your mutations and become more singular, more whole, more like one entity? And this makes sense, especially if Shibai is the originator of the universe. Maybe that's why he transcended, because he became the original being and dropped all his mutations. What if everyone, by evolving, looks closer and closer to Shibai? They're dropping the differentiations. That's a theory right there.
It could be. Could be. I think I said it was Kamo Ootsutsuki.